Welcome to Trail Running Essentials. I'm your host, and today we're diving deep into something every trail runner needs to master: navigation. Whether you're a first-timer or a seasoned ultra runner, getting lost is never fun. So let's talk about how to stay on course. First up, let's talk about the basics. I actually got lost in my first trail race, classic rookie mistake, following another runner who was as clueless as I was. That's why today's episode is all about navigation essentials. Let's start with course markings. Think of these as your trail breadcrumbs. You'll typically see bright-colored ribbons or flags. We're talking neon orange, hot pink, yellow, colors that pop against nature's backdrop. Race directors use these in a pretty standard way. Single ribbons mean keep going, double ribbons usually signal a turn coming up, and you might see X's or different colored ribbons marking wrong turns. Here's a pro tip I learned the hard way. Never assume you're on course just because you see the person in front of you. I've seen entire groups of runners go off course because everyone was following the leader instead of watching for markers. Now, let's talk about what I call your navigation toolkit. Modern trail running is amazing because we have both old-school and high-tech tools at our disposal. You'll want a paper map, yes, actual paper, a GPS device or phone with offline maps, and most importantly, your own mental map of the course. Speaking of mental mapping, here's something I do before every race that's been a game changer. I break the course into segments based on aid stations. Instead of thinking I have to run 50K, I think I'm running 5 miles to the first aid station, then 6 to the next. It makes the course more manageable and helps you stay oriented. One of the biggest mistakes I see, even from experienced runners, is not studying the course beforehand. Race morning is not the time to first look at the course map. At minimum, know your aid station locations, major turns, and bailout points. Now, here's something that might surprise you. In trail running, sometimes slower is faster. If you're unsure about a turn or haven't seen a marker in a while, slow down or even stop to confirm your location. Those few seconds could save you hours of being lost. Before we wrap up, let's talk about race day navigation tips. Arrive early to check the start area. Listen carefully to the race briefing. They often mention last-minute course changes. And always confirm marker colors and types. Remember, getting lost isn't just about adding extra miles. It's about safety too. Keep emergency contacts handy. Know how to use your navigation tools, and don't hesitate to ask for help if needed. That's all for today's episode of Chasing Impossible. Until then, happy trails, and remember, when in doubt, stop and check it out.